and your courage. We're making history here.
This is wheat. What are the odds of finding human vegetation this far from Earth?
Who planted it?
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing the new film coming out next week, Alien Covenant, directed by Ridley Scott, and kind of bridges the gap a little bit more between Prometheus and the original Alien film. Now you have Michael Fassbender returning, playing a dual role of both David and his new character Walter, both synthetic characters, as well as a new group of people that includes the likes of Catherine Waterston, Danny McBride, Billy Crudup, and a few more people along the way. And as I said, it kind of bridges the gap. It's kind of a sequel to Prometheus. This new crew is they're colonizing this new planet, but they come across a signal from this other planet and decide to go there first, and of course bad things happen. So I was actually really looking forward to this movie because I think I might be in the minority on this one. I really enjoyed Prometheus. I only saw it recently, as well as all the Alien franchise. I hadn't seen it until about 2 months ago, so I went and watched all the Alien franchises, minus the AVP movies, and Prometheus. And I think because I went and watched Prometheus, after hearing all this negativity towards it, I kind of went into it not expecting much and really wound up enjoying it because, again, I knew it wasn't going to include aliens and xenomorphs and all that in it. But I knew what I was getting myself into, just a good sci-fi movie, and I was really intrigued by it. And the lack of answers didn't bother me in that movie because, again, I knew the sequel was coming, which was probably going to answer a lot of that. And it does answer quite a bit of those questions. Of course, there's a couple unanswered threads, but that's just, again, for more intrigue for further movies down the line. But overall, I really enjoyed Alien Covenant, and I think it did a great job of merging both the worlds from Prometheus and Alien together, and I think appease both fans. If you were a fan of Prometheus, I think you'll like this one. If you're a fan of Alien and not Prometheus, I think you can still like this one as well. I'll start off with a couple negatives, though. Again, it doesn't necessarily bring anything super innovative to the Alien franchise. You kind of know what's going to happen. There's a couple twists that happen that I think a lot of people will see coming, including myself. I kind of knew it was going to happen. You kind of know when people are going to die from the alien. It just, the way it's set up, you're just like, oh, that person's going off alone by themselves. They're probably going to die. And most of the time that is the case, but there is some interesting questions. And I think, again, I enjoyed the Prometheus aspect of this movie just as much as the Alien aspect because, again, I enjoyed Prometheus and just seeing how they answer some of these questions. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory, but there's some good things that they do with that. And I really enjoyed it. I can't necessarily spoil it because I don't want to give away anything because they didn't show much of it in the trailers at all. But what I'll say is that, I think, again, if you like Prometheus, I think you will get some definite satisfaction from this movie. As far as the alien aspects go, there's some like knuckle biting moments. There's some like intense moments where you're at the edge of your seat watching these action scenes and these horror action scenes, I guess, go down. Again, and the lore they add into with the aliens, I really enjoyed. The most surprising cast member, though, by far, was Danny McBride. Danny McBride was great in this movie, one of the best parts of the movie. Catherine Waterston was also really good for what she did, but the standouts, I think, are McBride and Michael Fassbender. Yet again, Fassbender, probably most people can agree, the best part of Prometheus, and he, again, shines in this movie as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. If you're a fan of the Alien franchise, I think you'll like it because they'll get back to basics, and they definitely leave you hanging for a bit more, and I think Ridley Scott came out and said, like, they're already planning more Alien movies down the line. They're going to start shooting one next year. So there's more to come with this franchise. And I think, like I said, I think if you liked both movies, I think you can be very pleased with this one. I've heard some complaints about the tone of it kind of switching once you get to about the third act. Again, it didn't bug me, though, because I knew it was the movie, again, bridging the gap between the two franchises. And it, again, I can see people's complaints with that, but for me, it did not bug me whatsoever. But overall, nothing too innovative with this movie other than the Prometheus aspects of it and kind of fleshing that out a little bit more. Again, performances were great. Some great action sequences, some grossness that's in this movie. The alien looks great. Probably the best the alien's probably ever looked. I will say that much. Again, technology makes sense. And Ridley Scott, of course, knows how to direct these kinds of movies. They always look beautiful, but again, he does know what to do with these tension-filled scenes. And again, you see a little bit of the first Alien movie that is taking some influence from that. Obviously, he directed that as well. But you see that aspect of it, but you also see more of the action side of it as well from Aliens, which James Cameron directed. But yeah, so that's it. Overall, really like this one. As for my movie rating, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Again, I think you will like this one if you are a fan of this franchise on both aspects of it. As for my enjoyment rating, I'll give that an 8.5 out of 10. It was a really fun movie. I think I liked it just as much as I enjoyed Prometheus. Again, I enjoyed probably Alien's probably the best one of them all for me, then Aliens, then Prometheus. And that's just me. Anyways, let me know if you're looking forward to Alien Covenant in the comment section below. Let me know maybe if you like Prometheus and why or why not. I'm interested to see some more opinions on that one because I've heard some people really like it, while others not so much. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every week. That is it. Now I'll talk to y'all later.